She was always the life of the party. She, you know, she made everybody have a good time. Her personality was bubbling, and she was energetic, and she always saw the good in people, and she would bring that out, and that was her talent.
I've never met anybody more empathetic and kind to other people. I've never met anybody who was as non-judgmental and accepting of people for who they were and where they were. And let's face it, Anne loved to party. And by that I mean she loved a celebration. She was joyful in everything she did. And I think that that kind of spirit just carried through in everything she did.
Smith Clinic was the perfect thing for her because she, one, she knew how to get money out of people. That was one superpower. The other is people that really needed her help or help. That was her favorite thing to do, was help them, and she was just perfect for that job.
We had an arrangement with the Y where we could send our patients and their families, and they could have scholarships at the Y. We had a couple people that had real difficulty getting to their medical appointments, but they were really wanting to work out at the Y. So we're like, okay, well, let's give this a try. So I went out to visit, and there were those 3-4 women. They had been to water aerobics, and they were enjoying some coffee, and lo and behold, they were waiting for Anne Salley to give them a ride home, because Anne Salley went and picked them all up every morning, 5 a.m., after her morning run, took them to the Y where they worked out, and then when it was time, she took them home again.
There was this beautiful woman named Fatima, and she always, Fatima was legally blind, and she had eye appointments in Charleston, and she couldn't get there. She couldn't drive, obviously, and apparently she didn't have a way, so every other week Anne would drive her to Charleston.
We participate in Palmetto Giving Day every year. And when Anne first learned about it and started working on it, one of the things that she found out was that previously there were 2 other nonprofits in Georgetown County that always dominated. And it's a friendly competition, but it's competition nonetheless. And if you know Anne Salley, you know she likes a little competition. So it was her special mission the last year of her life that she was going to finish. Smith Clinic was going to finish on top. She would go around and talk about, we're going to beat the boys. And they did.
And she got the most out of anybody, and she was not giving up till she won that competition. She always wanted to win.
I never saw Anne Salley ask anybody to do anything that she wasn't already doing herself. If it was donating money, if it was providing rides, if it was volunteering, whatever it was, Anne never asked anybody to do anything she wasn't willing to do herself. And I think that's one of the things that made her so beloved and so effective.
There was a parking garage with a rooftop deck that we could see from her window, and everybody would drive up. I mean, it was like, God, it's like 8 floors all the way around. You finally got to the top, and people would call up, should I keep going? I mean, it's like, it goes on forever. But anyway, they would get out and hold up signs and wave, and we'd look out the window, and it was, Anne just loved that.
You know, it is perfect that this fund is named for Anne, because what Anne understood innately and definitely demonstrated in every aspect of her life is that, yes, the medical care is important, but sometimes there are other factors that are contributing, that are making life difficult for people, and Anne wanted to address the whole person. And so I think that's one reason why this fund is particularly special, because it allows the clinic to creatively meet the needs of the patients that they serve, as Anne would do.
You know, people would need help besides what Smith Medical could do, you know, what their parameters were. I mean, maybe paying an electricity bill or, you know, getting a ride in for a checkup. She would always figure out a way to get the money. I mean, sometimes it came out of her pocket, sometimes it came out of my pocket. But she would always find the way. And if people needed help, she would get it for them. It was Anne's Angel Fund, and hopefully people will keep her legacy going by donating to that.